Hello, welcome to day one of the OTFit coach training. We're going to start by introducing ourselves, and we're going to share if you can only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? So my name is Jalyssa. I've been the one sending you emails, and it would be chocolate chip cookies for me. They're my favorite, and I don't think I'll have any problem eating them for every day for the rest of my life.
Fair enough. My name is Katie, and honestly, it would be chicken thighs and rice pilaf. It's my favorite.
Good answer, Katie. This is why you're the D1 track star for us. All right, well, just to get into today's learning objectives, you know from your pre-learning that we're going to be going through the 3 goals of the warm-up, and we're going to be going through that volley approach, getting them warmed up in the first 3 minutes. So by the end of this session, you should be able to feel more confident about the 3 goals and the why behind the warm-up and those goals specifically, and you'll be able to execute and confidently complete the volley approach for technique. So let's just go through the agenda real quick. I'm going to take you up on the treads, and we're going to talk about what the members may need to know to get them warmed up. Then we're going to take you down to the floor, or to the rowers, that volley approach, and we will go through the steps of the rower warm-up. Back up to the treadmills, get into the base, then back down to the rowers to get them to base. Then we'll take a seat, we'll go through the timing, and from there we will take it to a little game and put it all together and gamify this. Are we ready?
Yeah.
You feel good about this?
Mm-hmm.
All right this way, Katie.
Okay.
All right, so as your treadmills are approaching the treads, they're starting class, what do you think they might need to know in the first 30 seconds to get moving?
Green start button down by the waistline.
Yep, right by the waistline, perfect. Direct them to press the green start button. And what else might they need to know?
Speed, incline, and log in to OT Connect.
Yes, so speed will be at 3 to 4 miles per hour, 1% incline, their Orange Theory flat road, their warm up. And logging them in, perfect. Direct them to find their name and select go. Let's volley over to the rowers. So to get the rowers moving, get that water tank going, what would we need to do?
Adjust the foot plates, straps, and OT Connect as well.
Yes, we'll have them adjust those foot plates. Sometimes you need to help them place both feet in, pull the strap tight at the widest part of your feet, because that's actually one strap there. We already keep our rower seats all the way to the front, but maybe sometimes you have to direct them to pull the rower seats to the front. Find your name, select go. We're gonna grab at the widest part or shoulder width apart, and we're gonna begin by just driving back with those legs, getting the water moving. Do you remember what stroke rate we wanna be at during the warm-up?
18 to 24.
Yes, exactly. All right, you can wrap that handle. Let's get the treads to
Base.
base. Come on up. Nice work, Katie. All right, so we have a few things that we need to go over. Do you remember one of those things?
The feeling or intensity.
Feeling and the intensity, yes, the parameters and the heart rate response. So let's go through, where would we want that heart rate response?
The green zone.
Green zone. Yep, we want it to be trending up into the green zone. It should feel challenging but doable. Getting them into, where do you want power walkers to go?
Inclines 1 to 3%, and then 3.5 to 4.5 miles an hour.
Perfect. Joggers will be 4.5 to 5.5 miles per hour on your speed on the right-hand side, 1% incline, and runners 5.5 miles per hour or greater. So we've got the parameter, we've got the intensity, we've got the heart rate response and how it should feel. Let's head down to the rowers. On the rowers, now we're gonna wanna coach more about the 4 phases of rowing: the start, the drive, the finish, return. So as you are in your start position, we're making sure our body's in line, ears, shoulders, hips. We drive back, hips swing forward, the handlebar floats back to your belly button and sternum. That is your finish. And on the return, think arms, core. Now those feet, your knees can go right in that box. So start, drive, finish, return. Your knees go right into the box that you've created with your arms and your upper body. And this is where stroke rates usually come in up a little higher. And we can touch on the power rows they're going to be seeing today. You can start providing that workout overview. That stroke rate would be higher for power rows. Heart rate response is going to trend up into the green zone. How do we feel about base?
Good.
Okay, what do we have left?
The workout overview.
Workout overview. And where do we find that inspiration?
The daily beat.
Yes, so Daily Beat is provided on page 2. I know you've printed your template today for you, but here it says, get ready for the high-powered run row. So we know just from reading that as you read through this entire Daily Beat, we're gonna see power rows, which is why we talked about that stroke rate. This is where we provide the overview. We're gonna see a buy-in on the treadmills and then power all-out efforts. And on the floor, explosive, powerful movements. Some body weight, some weighted exercises. Heart rate's gonna be coming up on the floor. Your warm-up is always provided in yellow, especially in the 2G classes. So that is what we're going over today, is that 2G warm-up. Now, let's touch on the timing of things.
Okay.
So the first 30 seconds, we can use the blue marker here. You're just gonna draw a line of what we'll see in the first 30 seconds.
Direct tread group to press start button and OT connect.
Perfect. Getting them into that 3 to 4 miles per hour, 1% incline, their warm up. And what will be in the next 30 seconds?
The rowers in start position at 18 to 24 stroke rate.
Perfect. Get their bodies moving, getting them warmed up. And then about minute in on your stopwatch, what do we want to be doing?
Getting the treads to base. So base
Perfect.
parameters and intensity.
Intensity, feeling, challenging but doable. Heart rate response is the green zone. And then about 90 seconds in, where are we going to be volleying back to?
The rowers. So coaching the 4 phases of rowing.
Okay, and you remember those 4 phases?
Start, drive, finish, return.
Start, drive, finish, return. Good. And heart rate will be trending up into the green zone. And finally,
Provide overview using the daily beat.
and all this is done in the first
3 minutes.
3 minutes of class. Timing is critical. And we do the workout overview. That is provided, inspiration is provided in the daily beat for that. All right, now we're gonna put it all together and we're really gonna gamify this, and we're gonna bring out our medicine ball, which is where my little
Okay.
story comes in to
Okay.
play. So we can go ahead and stand up here. My high school volleyball coach, she really went through a good visual aid for me. So as I'm imagining a 6 foot tall woman spiking a ball at me, she said you really have to be mindful and truly slow that ball down in your mind. Where this applies is not only in are we doing the volley approach, where that volleyball's going over the net, we're gonna warm up the treads. Volleyball's coming back over the net, we're gonna warm up the rowers. Back again, spiked over, we're gonna get treads to base. Spiked over again, we're gonna get rowers to base. But as you're doing that, sometimes it feels like a whirlwind, especially in a 3G class. We really wanna slow down the room with our mind, take a deep breath, address the treadmills, turn your body, continue to get them to warm up, take a pause, take a breath, turn to the rowers, address the rowers, get them warmed up, get them to 18-24 stroke per minute, and then we turn again, pause, slow it down, address the treadmills, and speak clearly with tread team, knowing who you're addressing, and then address the rowers for the finish, getting them into base, and provide that workout overview. So we're gonna try to slow this medicine ball down. As I'm throwing it at you,
Okay.
we're gonna go through the first 3 minutes and where we're heading with that, and then we'll just wrap it up with a little overview.
Perfect.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Isolated squat hold, Katie.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass this ball to you, and we're gonna start with the first 30 seconds of class. Where are we
Okay.
at?
Tread warm up, green start button, incline speed, 3.5 to 4.5 miles an hour.
Yes, 1% incline, and then, and the OT
OT
Connect.
Connect.
Yes, and on the rower side, I'm gonna get them logged into the OT Connect, get the water moving, drive back with those legs, and a stroke rate of 18 to 24. Where are we heading next?
Treads to base, give
Yes.
parameters, intensities for joggers, runners, power walkers, and heart response.
Heart rate response and feeling perfect. And then we're gonna head volley back to the rowers. We're gonna coach the 4 phases of rowing, the technique, and get the heart rate responding up into the green zone as they drive back harder with those legs. And back again, finally.
Workout overview. So if we have power days, we have the push buy-in into all outs, looking for high stroke rates, higher speeds, and explosive movements.
Yes, good work. All right. And so just to review those goals of the warm-up in the first 3 minutes, what are your goals?
Log into OT Connect, get to base, and provide the workout overview.
Perfect. Good job, Katie. How do you feel now about going through the first 3 minutes, the volley approach, and more about the why behind those 3 goals?
Good. Feel good.
Good. Any questions so far?
No?
Okay, well
I don't think
tonight
so.
you're gonna write out your script and for this first 3 minutes, and then we'll be doing the practical application on mic for that.
Okay.
All right, good job today, Katie.
Thank you.